Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 6th update for Deck of Panning 2026. This project was created by Emily of Emily and Max a few years ago now. It usually updates on the 20th of the month, and this is late. I'm filming it on the 22nd. I'll explain why it's late while I'm shuffling, and I will be shuffling because I will be drawing new cards. I have my cards, I have the game board, and of course I have the products that I've been working on over the last month. The item that's been in here the longest is for the card Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs is represent another project. The project that I chose to represent is Projects in Panning. It's a project that was created by Ali of Wonder and Aliland a few years ago. It only ran 1 year, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was very clever. It was based on Dungeons and Dragons. And the prompt that I had still in this project was gnome. A gnome is represented by an expensive item because gnomes like to hoard treasure. And my expensive item is the Lancome Teen Idol Ultra Wear Foundation Stick. This is the shade 210 Buff. My goal was to use it 20 times. The last update I had 18 uses. I did get the last 2. I'm not really a big fan of this, to be honest with you. I think it's just that I don't really care for stick foundations. It takes more finessing to get it to lay well on my skin than a liquid does. So I don't think I would buy another one. This would possibly be nice for people who travel a lot, but I don't, so I don't have a problem owning a liquid instead. My next card was the 6 of Clubs, and that one was Pattern, so something with a pattern on it. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Captivating, and just like the full-size ones, these minis do have a pattern on them. There it is. My goal was just to use this 10 times. It already had pan. At the last update, I had 8 of those uses, and I did get the last 2. So this is also a goal met. I do really love this color, especially in the spring and summer. So I'm not necessarily going to stop using it, but it is rolling out of the project as a goal met. I was actually really thrilled to get this as a gift with purchase because in that same order I had this blush in this color in my cart, and then I decided to have some restraint and I took it out because I really couldn't justify buying another blush. And I had known that there would be a blush sample that came in the gift with purchase, but the color that it showed was a pink one. So when I got the one that I had almost bought, I was really pretty thrilled about it. And I might buy this whenever I run out of the sample because I do like it that much. The next card was the 2 of Spades, and that one was out of control category. I have a lot of those. And I actually was just reviewing my numbers the other day, and my skincare is not as out of control as I thought that it was, or it's improving or something like that, but I picked skincare. And this is the Osé Ocean Eyes Serum. My goal is to finish it. It's not quite gone, but it's very close, and that's partially because I'm filming this late. But this will be gone for next time. I don't think that I really need a serum. I would rather use an eye cream, and I think having both products is excessive, so I don't think I would buy another one of these, but I don't mind using it up. The next card was the 6 of Hearts, which at the time was Spray. I picked this Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist in Sweet Summer Kiss. My goal was to use this 20 times. At the last update, I had 15 uses, and I did get the last 5 and then some. It's a nice scent. I typically wear it to work. It is like a fruity floral. There is jasmine in it, and I do really like jasmine. I intend to roll this into another project in the foreseeable future to finish, because there's not a whole lot left in there. I've been going through this very slowly. I've had it for years. You can tell that it was in a project previously, but it's been a while, and I think it's time to bring it back. And then the last card was one that I drew last time, and that one was the 5 of Hearts, which is seasonal. This is my Smashbox Cali Contour palette. The palm tree and then the warmer tones are a bit summery, and this was, of course, the beginning of summer when I rolled it in. That is what it looks like. My goal is to use this 10 times, and so far I've used it twice. So I still have 8 uses to go. I have another blush and highlighter in another project that I'm prioritizing over this, but I do like this palette. There's nothing in here that I don't like. I do really like that blush. It's very pretty. So I do favor that, and I think I use that just about every time I open this palette. And there'll be 8 more times that I'm doing that. So that was 3 goals met. I did get my last uses on the stick foundation. I got my uses on the blush and also on the body spray. So I have 3 cards that I will be drawing in. So now we've gotten to the fun part. Here's my Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows cards. And as promised, I am going to make my excuses while I shuffle. As I said, I am filming this on the 22nd. My original plan was to film on the 18th. I was traveling last week for work, so I had to film after I came back, and that was what I intended to do. Unfortunately, while I was traveling, my phone died permanently, and I filmed on my phone. So Friday, whenever I got back, I went right to the store, and I tried to buy a new phone. They were out of stock. They are coming out with the new phones next month, and so they were depleting what they had on the shelves, and I had to order online instead. My new phone has come in. I just dropped some cards. Please hold. There we go. It looks like this camera is higher quality than the one that I was using in my old phone, which was made 4 years prior to this phone, so that makes sense. I am a little bit self-conscious about the higher definition. I don't know if that's going to translate onto YouTube or not, so we're just gonna have to find that out together, and I need to figure out the lighting because it looks a little bit different with this camera than it did with the exact same setup on my other camera. But that is enough shuffling. Here's my cards, and I'm gonna draw the top 3. First card is the Ace of Diamonds. That is Harry. Looking at the game board, the Ace of Diamonds is pickup 2. So I am in fact going to be drawing 4 more cards since I need to replace this and also get another one. So Ace of Diamonds is out. So the next card is the 8 of Spades. That's Hermione there, and the 8 of Spades is dupe. All right, a dupe of something. I'm not sure what I'm picking for that, but I'll figure it out. Next card, we have the 5 of Hearts. That's Ron. I think I've had this card before. This time, 5 of Hearts is foundation, so I will find a foundation. Next card is Luna. On that card, it's the 3 of Hearts. 3 of Hearts is blush, so I'll find a blush. I just rolled out a blush and a foundation, so that shouldn't be too difficult. And then my last card, the extra one, is the Queen of Spades. We've got Hermione there, and the Black Queen is Mrs. Right Now. So something that I want to use right now. I will figure out what those things are, and I will be right back. Okay, that actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. The first card I drew was the Ace of Diamonds, which is the draw 2. So that means that for the next 2 cards, I have to meet goal on both of them before the draw 2 rolls out. And until then, I am working on 6 cards instead of the usual 5. And the first one that I drew was the 8 of Spades. The 8 of Spades is a dupe. I don't typically dupe things, and that's just because I'm fortunate enough that I don't necessarily need to. If there's a particular product that I want, I would buy that and not try to find a different version of it. And so the one that I went with is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream in Laguna 2. Even though this is not a cheap product, I think it was meant to be a dupe of the Chanel Cream Bronzer, so that's why I thought this applied. That's what it looks like, and my goal is going to be use it 10 times. The other card that is impacted by the draw 2 is the 5 of Hearts, and this time the 5 of Hearts is the foundation. The foundation I picked is the Lancome Dual Finish Powder Foundation in the shade 210 Claire 2. My goal is to use this 10 times. This is actually kind of in another project, so I won't double count. If I need to, I will get my 10 uses here and then it'll focus on the other project, but my goal is to get 10 uses in this project for the foundation. My next card was the 3 of Hearts, and the 3 of Hearts is a blush. I picked the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in the shade Nude Flush. It had been a while since I used this, and I've actually been using a little bit without it being in a project because I missed it, and this is a good time of year for it. But now it will be in this project, and I will be using it 10 times. And my last card is the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs is Mrs. Right Now, so something that you want to use right now. For me, this immediately came to mind because I'm wearing it today because I wanted to wear it right now. It is the Ulta Beauty Lip Balm Stain in the shade Apple. It is what's on my lips, and my goal is going to be use this 10 times. So there's my update for next time. I will definitely get 1 rollout. I'm very close on this eye serum. I actually think I'm going to be finishing it within a week, so then I will have at least 1 new card to draw next time. Wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye!